A Torrington man is in custody after reportedly shooting a Scottsbluff woman in the head Friday afternoon in Gering County. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 67-year-old Torrington man is in custody after reportedly shooting a 56-year-old woman in the head during an incident at a Torrington residence Friday afternoon. The man who reportedly pulled the trigger, Terry Anderson of Torrington, was apprehended in Henry after the shooting and was booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center. Goshen County Sheriff Corey Fleener said in a press release that the shooting was accidental, but did not provide any further details surrounding the case. He says Strow was initially transported to Community Hospital in Torrington before being transferred to Regional West in Scottsbluff. Anderson faces extradition back to Goshen County to face charges following his initial appearance in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, a 41-year-old Gering man convicted of raping a 16-year-old girl on multiple occasions in the spring of 2019 has been sentenced to 40 to 60 years in prison. Joseph Joby Smith was sentenced to consecutive 20 to 30-year prison terms on both of his convictions of forcible first-degree sexual assault. Smith was arrested in July following a criminal investigation that stemmed from the 16-year-old's forensic interview at Capstone. The girl says Smith began the unwanted sexual advances in April, and as the weeks and months progressed, the nature of the sexual assaults heightened. When Gering police interviewed Smith, he denied all allegations initially, but towards the end of the 90-minute interview, he admitted everything. And a 44-year-old Mitchell man accused of molesting a 7-year-old girl on multiple occasions sometime between 2008 and 2009, as well as sexually assaulting a woman in November of 2019, is behind bars. Joel Betanker is accused of sexually assaulting the 7-year-old girl 3 times when he was hired to babysit the girl. The allegations came to light after a recent Capstone interview. A warrant for Betanker's arrest charged him with 3 counts of first-degree sexual assault on a child less than 12 years of age. Each count is a 1B felony that carries a sentence of 20 years to life in prison. A second warrant for Betanker's arrest was issued this week as well, stemming from an alleged sexual assault that occurred back in November in Mitchell. In that case, he's accused of punching, strangling, and holding a gun to the woman's head. After the woman passed out, Betanker reportedly had sex with her and the following morning apologized for everything that had happened. In that case, he's facing charges including first-degree sexual assault on an incompetent person, assault by strangulation, and terroristic threats. Betanker was scheduled to make his first appearance on the 6 felony charges this afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, coming up after the break, still a chance of some scattered flurries this evening. The Boyers in with your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
When you're Arby's, you can do certain things, like load roast beef and curly fries onto a sandwich. Add horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce on there. Sell them 2 for $6. And when you're Arby's, you can call it the Arbinator. Because if you aren't, Arbinator is a super strange name to just invent. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meat.
Going to be dealing with a few snow showers here as we go through the evening hours, especially between that 7 and 10, maybe midnight time frame before things start to move out. And then temps going to fall down into the 20s. We haven't even got to talk about snow showers in a while. It's kind of nice. So snow showers across the region tonight. It's going to be breezy to windy at times, especially like Thursday onward, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through the weekend. But we're going to have some warm temps Sunday. Wait till you see the number we're going to throw on the map for Super Bowl Sunday. And it's going to probably be more active next week as we look like we are going to see some changes. 53 for a high yesterday after a morning low of 23. We still remain well above normal, and it's been very dry for the month of January. We'll at least have a trace of precip today because we've had a few snow flurries here in the area. 35 right now here, 30 in Laramie, 35 Denver and Lyman, upper 20s to low 30s on the eastern side of the state. 29 in Sydney, it's 33 in Mullen right now, 37 in Torrington. Winds are light, under 15 miles an hour. Most areas calmed under 10 miles an hour, so not much to worry about in the wind chills, but enough to drop them down into the 20s for most of us. Getting on the bus tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with sunny skies, temps in the 20s, and then on the way home, it's going to be sunny as well. Temperatures in the mid-40s, so pretty quiet weather conditions tomorrow. Any of the action is going to be tonight, and as we look at Futurecast, we roll through a few snow showers. By midnight or so, they start to push off to the east, and by early morning tomorrow, we're clearing here in our area, and temperatures are going to fall off into the 20s overnight for all of us, mid-20s primarily, a few upper 20s. 22 is all tonight in Lusk. For tomorrow, any remnant snow flurries and showers going to quickly move off to the east. Sunshine prevailing behind it, and we're going to have a pretty nice afternoon after we get some clouds and snow through the area tonight, and then sunny skies for tomorrow, really looking quite nice. And temps will rebound thanks to that sun out there as well, going into the 40s tomorrow, upper 40s for most of us. A few upper 30s snuck in there at Lusk and at Gordon for tomorrow. Snowfall going to be fairly light. I think there'll be a band of slightly heavier snow here from the eastern Sandhills down into southwest Nebraska, maybe an inch or two around Mullen. Most everybody else, though, probably going to end up with a dusting at best to less than an inch pretty much everywhere. Tonight, scattered snow showers, lows down around 25. They'll be around. Probably going to see a few of them, not much to make much of a difference. And then for tomorrow, it's going to be sunny. Temperatures into the upper 40s. I told you you're going to like our 7-day forecast. Look at Sunday, a high of 70 degrees for Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to have some winds to deal with, but temps are really going to get up there this weekend. Up low 60s Saturday, and again 70 our current forecast for Sunday. And then much colder as we go Monday, and I think even colder than that by Tuesday. And we're probably going to bring in some chances of some rain and snow next week, probably in the form of snow as temps look like they'll be back down into the 30s as we go Tuesday, Wednesday. But right now, pretty good 7-day forecast other than some winds to breezes at times. Temps looking quite nice here for the last few days of January.
Behold the Arbinator. Behold the roast beef and cheddar cheese sauce. Behold the horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and curly fries. Beholding 2 of them for only $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. A 35-year-old Scottsbluff man was arrested Friday morning following a November investigation conducted by the Wing Drug Task Force. Court documents say that William Dingus was arrested at his home on West Overland on a warrant charging him with 2 Class 2 felony counts of delivery of methamphetamine. Dingus is accused of selling an 8-ball of meth to a CI working for the Wing Task Force on 2 separate occasions back in November. A warrant for his arrest was issued and served last week. Court records show that Dingus is also set to stand trial in 2020 on charges stemming from a June 2019 drug bust, where authorities found reported bags of methamphetamine, 85 tablets of suspected LSD, pay-o sheets, and other drug paraphernalia. Well, a Minatare woman was charged with driving under the influence after driving a car into Nebraskaland Tire late Saturday night. Sheriff Mark Overman says 45-year-old Dawn Klein was westbound on the highway, crossed the median, went airborne for 68 feet before hitting the ditch, and continued for 100 more yards before crashing into the building. Overman says Klein was able to crawl out of the vehicle and through the sheared tin building wall, where she was immediately treated by Valley Ambulance personnel. Scottsbluff Rural Fire Chief Paul Rising says Klein was the sole occupant and was extremely fortunate that her car hit the building between metal I-beam columns, and once inside was stopped by tire racks and stacks of loose tires. Valley Ambulance transported Klein to Regional West, and she was admitted with non-life-threatening injuries. Klein's vehicle and the Nebraskaland Tire building both sustained major damage. She's now facing charges of DUI, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. And the Western Nebraska Community College Foundation and Black Hills Energy have partnered to create a new scholarship for WNCC welding students with special interests that include HVAC, gas utility, or similar fields. Black Hills Energy will fund 2 $2,000 scholarships through the WNCC Foundation each year, as well as provide a career enrichment opportunities such as job shadowing, guest speakers, information sessions, career fairs, and summer internships. Students who fill out the WNCC General Scholarship application and indicate welding as their course of study and meet additional guidelines will be automatically considered for the scholarship. Well, straight ahead, Scottsbluff football standout Sabastian Harsh has announced where he'll be playing football next fall. He catches up with Chris Cottrell right after this at the Sports Desk.
At ALA, one of the core values I see every day is local. We truly believe in being local, sponsoring local events, giving back to the communities that we're a part of.
ALA's making a difference in the communities that they're in by providing a service that's a lifeline for everybody in their everyday lives, whether it be personal, school, professional. We provide the best service possible and most reliable service possible.
The Mighty Three has been known to move mountains, has been seen giving wild brush and tall grass the what for, and is not afraid to level a gravel driveway and finish a surface. The cab with heat and AC is not faint of heart either. You don't have an off-season, neither do we.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte. The bank to think of first.
A pursuit on the recruiting trail comes to a close, plus highlights from our weekend rivalry basketball here on the Rural Radio Network. Let's get started with the star from the fall. Scottsbluff senior football player Sabastian Harsh, one of the best in the entire state of Nebraska, is heading to Wyoming. Harsh took an official visit over the weekend and then accepted a preferred walk-on offer as he aims to become a star for the Pokes.
I had a meeting with Coach Bull, and he kind of broke it down for me. He told me, look, if you come in here and do what you're supposed to academically and work out with the team and show us that you're working for it, then you'll be on scholarship the next 4 years. And so I think it's a great deal. All I have to do is do my part of it and keep my word. And I think he'll keep his word, and he's a good man, so I think it'll all work out.
The ending here is one that he and others around him had been hoping for. Winding up at Wyoming, the school he had his eyes on really from the outset of this entire process.
So, it was around my junior year. It was about the end of my junior year when I was starting to get looks from colleges, like South Dakota State, UNC and Nebraska and stuff like that. And so, Wyoming came in, and Coach Moore did a great job recruiting me that first year. And so, I was kind of on the border about like where I wanted to go at that time. And then coming into my senior year and over that summer, Coach Moore just stayed in contact the whole summer and was trying to, get on me about, schoolwork and all that stuff. So, and, I think he created a really good bond and a relationship with me. And so, this going in through my senior football season, he was checking up on every single week, like what grades I was getting, what schoolwork I needed to turn in, if I had a test this day, and then also keeping up on the games and just like my personal life, and that kind of meant a lot. So then, just going on that visit, it was just a great experience and kind of just sealed the deal.
Harsh, of course, was a dominant force for the Bearcats this past season, helping lead the team back to the Class B state championship game for a second straight season. At quarterback, he rushed for over 2,000 yards and 35 touchdowns, throwing the football for another close to 900 yards and 11 more scores through the air. Of course, a defensive menace on that side of the football, and he also did a tremendous job in the kicking game for the Cats this year as well. He'll go from being the best player on the field every Friday night to just simply trying to carve out a spot at Wyoming to contribute and hopefully reach his dream of playing beyond his time in Laramie.
So basically just like film study, understand the schemes and the plays that the coaches are going to be calling, and, make sure to give my all every single time in practice, not hold back anything. And then lastly, probably the weight room, get in the weight room, get stronger, get faster, and be kind of comfortable in that setting, and I think it'll all work out.
One of the most dominant physical forces on the gridiron in the history of the Panhandle, Sabastian Harsh, is going to Wyoming. The entire interview from this morning posted at KNEB.com as I sat down with Harsh this morning here on the TV side. Now, taking care of that business over the weekend meant that Harsh was unavailable for Scottsbluff's game at home on the basketball floor against Gering. A rivalry doubleheader over at SHS. We had it for you here on KNEB.TV. In the girls' game, it was Gering getting off to a hot start with 3 early 3 balls as they jumped out 11-2. Scottsbluff then took over in the second quarter. Freshman Peyton Berta and senior Aubrey Krentz, that duo combined for 5 threes in that second quarter as Scottsbluff went to the locker room leading 38-20 at halftime. The Lady Cats wind up cruising in this one 60-36. They get their 10th win of the season. Gering drops to 4-13. Now to the boys contest. Also, Gering, a solid start in this one. A couple of early 3 balls, feeling pretty good about things. Overall, a lot of points in the opening quarters. The two teams combined for 34. Josiah Diolas had a huge night, scored 35 points, and he was the starting point for the highlight reel play of the game. He lobbed one up from up top to a leaping Chance Parker, who was charging along the baseline for the big alley-oop jam. Parker also a monster night, 17 points and double-digit rebounds. The 5 starters for the Cats did all the scoring, and for Gering, it was Bryce Sherrill leading the way. Sherrill, the senior wing, finished with 17 points for the Bulldogs. We'll have Gering at Torrington tomorrow night with radio-only coverage, plus back at Cougar Palace for the WNCC home doubleheader against Trinidad State here on TV and radio on KOZY. 5:15 start for the Cougars broadcast and a little closer to 6 o'clock or so for high school games tomorrow night. Also over the weekend, the Scottsbluff Gering Sea Cats swim and dive team picked up a triangular win at McCook. This would normally have been their home meet, but with no pool to call home, the meet was held out on the road. The girls team easily outpacing the competition, and the boys in the standings pretty tightly bunched there. They'll head to Omaha Westside for a statewide competition towards the end of the month. That'll do it for today. A busy one here on the TV side. That's the latest from right here at the First National Bank Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back to check the community calendar update right after this on KNEB.TV.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Did the extreme weather this summer do damage to your home? Call Roofing Plus today. Let Luke Shaneman and his team get your home back and family back to normal. Licensed and insured, call Roofing Plus today and Luke will get you scheduled for your free and easy inspection and see if you qualify for a new roof, siding, or gutters. The Roofing Plus team can be there in days, not months. Call Roofing Plus today, 308-440-6387.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, Sir Optimists of Scottsbluff County enjoyed hosting their newest fundraiser Saturday night at the Gering Civic Center. Trivia, tapas, and treasurers featured 19 local teams for a 3-round trivia contest. This fundraiser, which has proceeds going towards the enrichment of young local women, also featured live and silent auctions, tasty food offerings, and lots of great trivia questions. Team Cerebral Circus took home the first place prize, despite 0 teams getting the final round question of naming 3 of the 4 movies that co-starred Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Team KNEB was able to find the silver lining in that playbook, but was stumped on American Hustle, Serena, and Joy. A great event all in all, and organizers say they're already looking forward to hosting next year's event as well. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. and we'll see you here next time.